It's time for the Doug Garrison Show. The Seafood Fest is coming up, and folks from Marquette West Rotary are here to tell us all about that. This week, Doug talked to the Zonta Club about their annual Evergreen Award. And we've got music from a band called Blind Ambition.
Hey, that's us.
So stick around. The Doug Garrison Show starts now.
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound and PFL. Roll tape on masters to all the places. Let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics, standby effects, standby CG, standby to open on 3, 2. All right, folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
Okay, all right. All right, we've got a great crowd tonight at Up Front and Company. A lot of people in downtown Marquette enjoying a lot of different events, including the taping of the Doug Garrison Show. We're glad you're here and glad you're joining us at home on Charter Channel 12 and Fox UP. Well, I always like to kind of update you as to what I've been doing, and I would like to tell you that last weekend I was invited down to over to Baraga, to be one of the judges for the Talent Quest 2012 karaoke competition. You might remember last year on the show we had some karaoke winners on the show. Well, I was invited to judge the competition this year at the casino in Baraga. There were 30 competitors. They were all regional winners, advanced to this championship competition, and the 4 winners that were determined Friday night actually advanced to the national finals, pardon me, in Laughlin, Nevada, which is just outside of Las Vegas. So it's a pretty big deal. And as you know, karaoke's become a big thing. You know, we like to have bands on our show. We ask them to do original tunes, but karaoke's big. It's an opportunity for people who like to sing to show their talents without necessarily assembling a band and playing an instrument. So I enjoyed going. Melanie Larson was the organizer of the event, and she did a great job. We had a good time, and I enjoyed and met a lot of good people at the casino in Baraga and in the community. We had a chance to go downtown. We stopped in at the Q-Master Bar, which is one of the bars featured in your Uper Bars book, and also at the Sidetrack Bar under new management in downtown Baraga. Met some nice people, had a good time. So that was my weekend. Hopefully I'll have something exciting this next weekend that I can share with you next week. But I did want to point out that on September 13th, the 4 winners of that karaoke competition are going to be on the show, so you'll get to see what kind of talent we're producing here in the UP. Now, I did want to mention before we get started, I read an article today about social media and how important that is. And of course, we all know how important social media is. And of course, when we say social media, we mean Facebook. That's basically what social media is. And it was an article about people in their careers, not just young people, but middle-aged, people advanced in their careers. It's important for you to have a presence on Facebook. Your potential employers want to see that you're kind of up to speed on things, and they also want a chance to check out what types of things you're into. So if you're not into social media, please check it out, get involved, get yourself a Facebook identity and a Facebook page, and while you're there, this leads up to check the Doug Garrison Show page and like us on Facebook, and then you'll be able to follow what's going on with the show. So remember, like the Doug Garrison Show on Facebook. Make sure you put appropriate things on your site so that people know about all the good things you're doing. Okay, we got a good show tonight. We're going to hear about the upcoming Seafood Fest. We're going to talk to some people from Zonta about a prestigious award that they give out. And we're going to hear about a Big Brothers Big Sisters fundraiser. And we have one of the bands called Blind Ambition that's going to be performing there. So stick around. We got all that coming to you right after this. All right.
Riverside of Marquette wants you back to school, back in the woods, or back home for the weekend in a new pre-owned car or truck. And to do it, we're going to give you a $500 Visa gift card. Their lot is busting with late model local trade-ins, many with over 30 MPGs, payments as low as $89 a month, financing from 1.9%. With well over 600 to choose from, why would you go anywhere else? Riverside Auto Mall of Marquette.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Bell Hospital and Bell Rehab Services. Safely take the road to physical recovery with Bell Rehab Services. And by Marquette Golf Club, home of the classic heritage and award-winning Gray Walls golf courses. For rates and information, visit marquettegolfclub.com. right. Okay. Thank you very much. You know, I've been talking just about every show about there's so many things that go on in the Marquette area. As summer's winding down, we still have plenty of events to go. So, you know, be prepared for things to do just about every weekend until the snow flies, which, you know, will holds off for a while. But I want to welcome a couple of representatives from Marquette West Rotary. We have Jamie Tomczyk and Christine Pasola. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
You're here to talk, and they have an entourage here too. Okay. You came to talk about this year's Seafood Fest. That's the big event on your calendar, I'm sure, every year.
That's correct.
How long have we been doing this?
29 years.
20, I think I remember the first one, huh? Do we remember that? We go back.
I think I do,
go
too.
back a ways.
Yeah.
And it keeps getting better every year, I'm assuming. And it's next weekend, the 23rd through the 25th.
Correct.
A little bit different format this year. Tell me about that, Jamie.
Well, Thursday nights are Waterfront Gala, which we're happy to announce is completely sold out.
Way to go.
So if you don't have your tickets, look at coming next year.
Next year, yeah.
Yep. And then we have our Friday night, Project Pink, which is a Pink Floyd tribute band, which Christine can fill you in on.
Christine, tell us about the Pink Floyd tribute
Well,
band.
we're actually really excited about upgrading or kind of bringing the festival to a new level. And with LaJoy Productions, we've got the big Arabesque tent. So we have arranged to have a Pink Floyd tribute band.
Yeah. Everybody likes Pink Floyd.
Everybody loves Pink Floyd.
That's right.
Grandparents, the parents, the kids, the grandkids.
Yeah.
So they will be doing Dark Side of the Moon in its entirety and all the Pink Floyd favorites.
Laser light show.
Yeah,
Laser light show.
light show.
And now this is all Friday night, starts at 5 o'clock.
Right.
And you want to get a ticket in advance.
You do want to get a ticket in advance.
Right.
They are selling them at nmu.edu/tickets.
Okay.
And they are $18 in advance or $20 at the door. So
Okay.
yes, you want to get them in advance.
Okay, now you also have a band at 5 o'clock. One of our local bands, Sucker Punch, plays from 5 to 7. And then once it gets dark, so you can have the laser light show, then the Project Pink starts.
Correct. And we will also be offering food from our food tents. You know, people want the craft beer, so we're offering KBC. We have regular Labatt Light, and some wine products. So
it's a little
the regular kind of food fest
Yeah.
with a really great concert.
Right, a kind of a customized day for the
Right.
Food Fest. Then Saturday, it gets back to the regular traditional Food Fest day open to the public.
Correct.
What do we find there?
That's our traditional Seafood Fest day. It is free to the public. Starting at about 11 a.m. will
Okay.
be our car show, show and shine car show from 11 to 4. We'll also have vendor tents opening at 12 o'clock. So
Like we're used
your
to,
your
the
traditional
Seafood Fest.
seafood fest
Yep.
with vangos there. So
Yep.
crab legs,
Mussels.
mussels,
Everything you
all the good stuff.
Sure.
Clam
Whitefish,
chowder.
trout.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now you also have some bands playing throughout the day there. I've got the list there. Local bands from noon to 10 throughout. It starts at noon. Daryl Syria Project. We know Daryl. The Wednesday Night Music Club from
They're fabulous, yep.
2 to 4:15. Gator and the River Boys, Shotgun Kelly. I heard them at the Blueberry Fest. They're
Yeah,
really
they're
good.
great.
Really good.
And Vent, a friend of mine in Vent. In fact, he sang at the Talent Quest karaoke contest. He sings with
great.
Vent. So it's all coming together. So that'll be a fun day. Now, you also said, what if we wanted to have lobster on that day?
Well, Christine?
Well, we ordered some live lobsters in, and if you want to have a live lobster, actually you go up and they pull it out, they cook it right there for you. It's a complete dinner with corn, potato, biscuit, the live lobster. And those are tickets that are sold in advance at
Yeah.
Vango's and at the Landmark.
Okay, so you definitely want to get those.
Yes.
There's just a limited number of those tickets.
Correct.
If you want to have the lobster dinner, which if you're going to a seafood fest, I mean, that's
Right.
the
And
Cadillac of the
right.
seafood
And we
fest.
had to have them flown in, so we only ordered so many.
Right, so we got to know how many we're
Yeah.
ordering. Okay. Other than that, if they don't want the live lobster,
Plenty of
there's
stuff.
all the other
Right.
seafood. And now there's some other stuff going on. Child and Family Services has got their car raffle, and that culminates there.
That's correct. That's at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. So
And
if
people
you
will
have
still
your
be able to buy
tickets-
tickets,
Yep.
I'm sure, at the site.
That's correct, and that will be auctioned off at 7. And then the United Way kickoff will be also on Saturday too, which Christine's
the United Way
co-chair.
kickoff, and so appropriate. Christine is one of the co-chairs this year. Congratulations and thank you for taking that on, along with Mark Canale for year 2 of his reign of terror. So
You got it.
you guys, I think, will be great together. I think that's awesome. You know, and I know from talking to people, that's like a part-time job for a year. So.
It is.
Kind of like Seafood Fest.
So you got 2. No, but listen, on behalf of everyone, thank you for doing that. That's a great thing, and I think at the end of the year, you're going to look back on it and say that was wonderful.
I think so.
I mean, Mark wouldn't do it again if it wasn't a good time,
Yeah.
and you'll have fun with Mark. Okay, so it's Seafood Fest. It's the weekend of 23rd, 24th, 25th. Thursday, it's all sold out. Remember, for the gala, get your tickets early next year. Fridays, the Project Pink.
Fabulous.
Pink Floyd
Tribute band.
tribute band. Get your tickets in advance for that. Available through the NMU ticket outlet.
Correct.
And then Saturday's the traditional Seafood Fest.
Yep.
Now this is your big fundraiser for the year. Briefly, what else is Rotary up to these days?
Well, we've given close to $600,000 back to the community through Seafood Fest. So this is our major fundraiser. It's our only fundraiser. So come down and support a good cause.
You know, people need to understand that if they want services over and above what our governments provide, this is the way we get them.
That's correct.
Service clubs like Rotary West, putting on events that we can go to, have fun, raise money for good events. It's all good, right?
It is.
It's all good.
Yes.
Okay. Jamie, Christine, thank you very much for coming.
Thanks
Good
for
luck
having
with
us.
it. We'll hope for good weather.
Thank you.
But it takes place rain or shine. All right.
you.
That's Seafood Fest. Don't miss it. When we come back, we're going to talk to some people from Zonta, so stick around. All right.
It's a sweet sound, turning the key in the lock of your new home. If you're house hunting or building this year, come in and talk to us about pre-qualifying for a mortgage at Peninsula Bank. While mortgage rates remain historically low, pre-qualified buyers are ready to make an offer when you find your dream home or property. Pick up a loan application at any Penn Bank office or drive-through. We're happy to assist you in completing the application. Peninsula Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Fox Nagani is proud to offer Chevy's Total Confidence pricing. Receive the same price as GM employees and suppliers, the lowest price guaranteed, and take an additional Fox family discount.
Save with confidence on a brand new Chevy Malibu starting at only $19,839.
Or take home a 2012 Chevy Equinox starting just under $25,000.
If you don't love your new vehicle, you can even return it.
Fox Nagani is more than a dealership. It's a relationship between us and our customers. Fox Nagani, Marquette County's hometown dealer, only the best.
Spotlight on Service is presented by the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union, where they're all about service to community. Thank you, Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. All right. Okay, we learned about the Seafood Fest. We've got another interesting thing presented by one of our service clubs, and I'm talking about the Zonta Club of Marquette. And with me are Pam Stewart and Roxanne Dost, representing Zonta Club. you're both past presidents, you tell me.
Yes.
Way to go. Well, I thanked Christine Pasola for her work on United Way. I'll thank you for that work, too, because as we know, again, that's a part-time job for a year or two or however long you're the president. It takes a lot of time, and certainly our community appreciates the time that you give to this organization. But we're here to talk about the Evergreen Award, and Pam, you're the committee chairperson for this. Tell us briefly, what is the Evergreen Award?
Well, the Evergreen Award is an award that seeks to honor individuals who are dedicated to supporting and mentoring women and girls and helping them to reach their leadership potential. That's primarily the reason.
Now, you've presented this for a few years now. When did you start presenting the Evergreen Award?
2007 was the first year, and that was Ms. Carlin Rapport.
Oh, how about that? Now, some of the other past winners.
Our reigning queen right now,
Yes.
I'd like to say, is Nina Weyer-Ittner.
Nina, she's been a friend of the show. Yeah.
Yes. Last year, Pat Miklo, Judy Watson-Olson, and Amy Klickner.
So that gives people an idea of the type of people that are being honored with this award. And it really is an honor. I mean, we don't talk about winning this award. This award is presented to them based on their good works in the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me about the qualifications, because right now we're looking for nominations. That's why you're here.
Yes.
The nominations are open now, and anyone can nominate, right?
Anyone can nominate, and anyone can be nominated. This does not have to be a female. This is open to men as well.
Okay.
The criteria in addition to the first item, would be that they also demonstrate excellence, creativity, initiative in their business, profession, and/or volunteerism. And then the third criteria would be that they provide exceptional service by devoting time and energy to improve the quality of life for others in the community. So, as you can guess, there's a number of these folks out there.
Yeah, and you have to satisfy all three of those qualifications. So mentoring young women is a big part of this, even if it were a man who were nominated for this award. We're still talking about helping young women attain a position in their life, whether it's a professional or someone who works in their home or based on volunteerism.
Absolutely. It could be a man or a woman that's helped an individual.
Which is news to me. I thought this was all about women.
No.
But you tell me now it can even be a man. Let's talk about the nominating process. How do people nominate someone?
Well, you can go out to zontamqt.org.
Okay, that's the website.
Or the partnership has them as well, but their nomination form's there, and it's very clear what needs to be done. Now, I do want to stress, though, that there has to be a little bit of effort put into those, and the more information that one can put in there.
You got to sell it a little bit.
Exactly. There is a totally separate selection committee, and people serve on that, and they spend a week reviewing all of these.
Okay. And they got to get these the deadline for that is Sunday, September 9th.
Yes.
So this has to happen. They got to make it happen.
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. Now, there's also going to be a luncheon to honor the award recipient.
Yes.
That's, you tell me, Monday noon, October 29th. Everyone's invited to that. It's at Northern?
Everyone.
Okay.
And I do want to stress, there's two things I want to stress there.
Okay.
The first one being our service clubs in Marquette, our Rotaries, our Kiwanis, JCs, and Zonta support this with their attendance.
Okay.
However, we would really love to have everyone in the community come and support. And it's $15 for the luncheon, and you just need to contact us and let us know you're coming.
All right. And I'll remind my audience as we get closer to that date as well.
And it's a big surprise, so we need to make sure to keep it quiet.
When
Nobody
we get there,
knows.
no one knows who's going to be given this award, except the accounting firm of Ernst & Whitney. It's been kept in a mayonnaise jar. Okay, so Roxanne, you're here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Zonta Club. I've had people on before. I know about your Cozy Nut Sale. That's your big fundraiser. You also do some scholarship work. But the club itself, now Pam indicates that a man can win the Evergreen Award. Now you tell me, we can have a man in Zonta.
We can. We need to have a man in Zonta.
We don't
You
yet.
can be the first
I
one.
Could,
or
Dr.
Sorrell would be an
who's
awesome
here. We can
first
nominate
member.
Dr. Sorrell. But your club is open to men then. Is that
It
a
is.
nationwide thing?
Zonta is actually all around the world.
Right, but are all Zonta clubs open to men now as well? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are. They do meet the mission of Evergreen. That's why we kind of partner together for this award, because we mentor women and girls.
Okay. So even though you do welcome men into your organization, you're still really there to foster the advancement of women, young women, and all women, and whether they're professionals or homemakers or whatever they are. It's still the focus of the club is still women, isn't it?
Exactly. A lot of people might say that, we really don't need that mentoring in the United States, and that may be true. We've come a long way, but there's a lot of things going on in the world that women actually need help with.
Well, absolutely, and we can all use some mentoring from time to time.
Right.
I wanted to say that, you guys, women have been fighting this struggle all along, the glass ceiling and moving from the home into the workplace. But I think you guys have done a great job. You're pretty much there now, really, aren't you? And I think we're ready to turn it over. Speaking for all men, you guys can take it. We haven't done that well with it. How about
we do a great job?
We'll let
you
you
did
take
that.
it for a while because we're ready for some new blood. But we certainly appreciate what Zonta does in advancing young women. You think you still have the Z Club in the high school? You start with young girls and bringing them up. So.
We do. We mentor them in high school and also at Northern.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. If somebody wants to join your club.
They can contact any member. We have a website. They can go to the zontamqt.org website and learn a little bit more about us. We'd love them to come to one of our luncheons and just meet everybody.
Okay, great. All right. Well, the Evergreen Award nominations are being taken now. Go to the website, zontamqt.org. Check that out. Get your nominations into Pam. Put aside the date, October 29th, for the award ceremony. You don't want to miss that. Roxanne, Pam, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
And good luck with this Evergreen Award. Okay, Pam wants to mention one thing here. Pam wants to mention something. You want to mention our sponsors?
Yes, I have
Pam wants to mention our
I have
sponsors.
to mention our sponsors.
We do that.
The Landmark Inn, thank you very much. Cliffs, the Zonta Club, Vast, Range Bank, Peninsula Medical Center, and Public Service Garage. Thank you.
And it takes our corporate sponsors like this, it takes those people to make these things happen. So we appreciate their support as well. Okay, the Evergreen Award, don't miss it. All right, we'll be right back with Blind Ambition. Don't go away. All right.
Guess what? You can get any new or used car financed in the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union for 3.9% APR. New or used. Got your eye on this new Escalade? 3.9%. How about this 75 Gremlin? 3.9%. Looking at this stylish Dodge Dart? 3.9%. How about a new Chevy Cruze? 3.9%. RV, boat, tractor? 3.9%. What about this DeLorean Time Machine? 3.9%. 3.9% auto loans, new and used at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. Stop in and apply today.
There are many reasons for pre-planning funerals. Peace of mind, sparing family difficult decisions, paying for tomorrow's services at today's prices. But none is more important than making someone's loss a little less empty. Contact Canale Tonella Funeral Home for their free brochure on pre-planning.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Joe's Automotive Repair, offering complete car and truck repair. It's where they get it right the first time. Joe's Automotive Repair, inconveniently located at 630 Lake Street, Marquette. And by Iron Bay Computer and Design. Iron Bay gives you the quality and service you demand. And by Cliffs Natural Resources, a global mining leader with local investment and impact. Cliffs Natural Resources. All right. As if there wasn't enough to do around here, we've got something else this weekend at my place at the Holiday Inn. It's a fundraiser for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Marquette and Alger counties. It's called 80s Seen and Reheard because it's going to be a lot of 80s bands back together again for your entertainment 2 nights at my place. So Friday night, it's open mic night, hosted by Fast Eddie and George Friend and Mike Letts. Saturday night, the 80s bands, including Queen City Rockers, Trout Revenge, and a band we've got right here called Blind Ambition. With me is Scott Kirtley, the spokesman for the band. Scott, you guys got back together for this.
Yes, we got back together last year, actually, for the first time, and that was the first time in 29 years. So this will be our second reunion now in 29 years and 30 years.
And you tell me you used to play the clubs here in Marquette a couple decades ago.
Yes, Blind Ambition has the distinction of being Marquette's first punk rock band back in 1980, 1981.
Oh, congratulations on that. And you said you played at Joe's or what, and the Pier, Scarlet's. Those were quite the days back then.
Those were quite the days, and we sometimes wondered if we were going to get out of those places alive, so yeah.
Well, you made it. Why don't you introduce the band to us?
Sure. On lead guitar, we have Mr. George Friend, a guitar legend.
All right.
Yes. On the drums, we have Mr. Michael Craig, one of the most powerful drummers you'll ever hear in your life. And we have on the bass, Mr. Greg Sondel, another Marquette music legend.
All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Blind Ambition.
Where we stand. So if we'd had the chance, yeah, it's what we do. You cared no more for me than I did you. Now this thing we never see in our vicious little king. Yeah, we were all after the same. They cared no more for me than I did you. Yeah, this thing we never see in our vicious little game. Yeah, we were all after the same, after the same, after the same, after the same. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
City Insurance has you covered. Located on Washington Street, Marquette.
Enjoy the golfing experience of a lifetime every day at Marquette Golf Club. Our two 18-hole championship courses offer everything from relaxing family fun to competitive golf as challenging as that found anywhere in the world. Our custom rate structure allows you to choose a membership package that accommodates your schedule and budget. And we offer reasonable daily fees, always available to the occasional player. In this day of green sensibilities, there's nothing more green than a day on the links at Marquette Golf Club. All right, I want to thank our guests, Christine Pasola and Jamie Tomczyk. We're here from Rotary West talking about the Seafood Fest. That's next weekend. Put that on your calendar. We also had Pam Stewart and Roxanne Dost here from the Zonta Club talking about the Evergreen Award. Get your nominations in for that. And, of course, we have Blind Ambition here for the Big Brothers Big Sisters fundraiser. That's this Friday and Saturday night at my place in the Holiday Inn. It's $5 suggested donation. It's for a good cause and for some good bands. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you here again next week on the Doug Garrison Show. All right, let's get another one from Blind Ambition.
From Jamaica to the world.